All right, welcome back, my beautiful people. I got a very special treat for you today. In today's series of our luxury villas, I'm going to bring to you, I'm going to present to you a a architectural's dream come true. It is a villa um, that's located in Costa Rica. Now, if you're not familiar with Costa Rica, which I'm sure everyone here is, Costa Rica is known for its natural beauty, right? And this particular property really does Costa Rica justice. It is a 6 bedroom, 7.5 bath house. It sleeps 16 people, and the property itself is truly a work of art. In fact, it was featured in Sucasa's Costa Rica's premier architectural magazine. Now, the property is hidden from the road, and the house is set on 2 acres of Miguel Antonio's thriving rainforest, and it is surrounded by Costa Rica's spectacular natural beauty. Every feature of this house and the property has an impeccable design, and it is of the highest quality. One of the things that I will say about the house, and I don't know if this is an actual term or not, but I'm going to call it the appeal of the house has a modern, right, a modern look to it, but more importantly, has a modern tropical look, and it features 20-foot high ceiling glass walls, an open floor plan. There's cascading water features throughout the property. Anyone or everyone that enters and runs through the house of the infinity pool and surrounding decks will be utterly amazed on how beautiful it is. The aesthetics features includes alcoves, vaulted ceilings, highly appointed kitchens, meaning a very modern, super equipped kitchen, 2 indoor gardens. There's over 200 insets lights. I don't know if you know what I mean by that, but I'll show you in the pictures. A rainwater recycling system, wireless internet. As some of the other properties that I've featured on here, internet is really not of the highest quality, right? Because most of the properties that I feature are in rural areas. And although this property is in a rural area, this property does have some good high-speed internet. It comes with cable, Apple TV, laundry room, oversized jacuzzi, and on and on and on. But the big one here is it has a private tropical beach that's surrounded by jungle. So it's only 20-minute hike from the house. So it's not super close to the house, but a short 20-minute walk, and you get to this private beach that most likely it will be just you and your party there. The property also has 2 electric gates for security and privacy, right? But without further ado, let me show you the actual property itself. Let me set this up before I go there. Okay, so here's just right off the bat, let me just show you. You can probably tell from the pictures I've already mentioned, this property is hidden off the road, and it is built and it's surrounded by Costa Rica's beautiful jungle, right? So here you got a picture of the deck, the property actually like flows, as you can see. I'm going to just go through some of the pictures. This is the pool. I mean, just imagine yourself sitting here, drinking your margarita or some cocktail that you've made. There is a staff that will be available that can make this stuff for you. But look at the just eating fresh fruit, sitting here, dipping in the pool. Here's some of the bedrooms, right? They have these outdoor decks. It's just beautiful, people. I can't express this. Now, if you're not familiar with Costa Rica, again, the temperature in this area is really mild. I call it almost like the weather in Medellin. It's like the internal spring. So you're going to be anywhere between 65 up to about 75 around there. It's depending on the time of year. You may get obviously rain because it's in the jungle. But the interesting part about this property, it's all open. It's in the jungle. But when I visited this property, I didn't notice a lot of the bugs that you think you would encounter when we're in this type of location. So, which was a treat for me because I'm used to in my property in Georgia, in my property here in Florida. I mean, like mosquitoes are out of control, man. So I didn't experience that though. So for me, that was a pleasant surprise. Now, as you can see, I'm going to go quick through some of these pictures because there are a lot, but you have a lot of open space. But again, I please pay attention to the nature, what I refer to as the jungle there. It's just amazing. Let's go into this. This is another overview of the property itself. More pictures here. Now look at this. Now, as I mentioned in the intro, in the description of the property, this is all glass, people. This is the living room, but it's all glass. It's for me, it's really, really, really nice. So more pictures of where the living room is. The second floor, you can have, this is where some of the bedrooms are. Here's from the inside of the living room. So here's the living area. The kitchen is here. You've got the dining area there. But again, the fact that you have all this glass and it's all open, it really makes you feel like you're outside. You're not enclosed. It's something that you have to experience when you get there. But if you sit here or you're sitting in the kitchen or the dining table, you're really going to feel like you're outside, right? You're not going to feel like you're enclosed in a house. There's one of the water features inside the house. As I mentioned, there's gardens in the house. This is from that dining area. So I'm gonna kind of go quickly here. Again, it's got a really modern feel to it, which normally I am not a fan of. I'm not a big fan of modern. I like old contemporary, especially when, because I can get this in this. The reason why I'm not a fan of vacation rentals to be modern like this, although this one's special, is because I have this. In Florida, there's plenty of this. I can get this here. So I want, and I like history. So when I go, I want castles. I want something super old. Hence why I love Europe, right? And I want that look, that outdoor look. Even when I go to like Colombia, Puerto Rico, and other parts in Costa Rica, I don't want modern. I want a traditional Caribbean feel to it. Now check out this bedroom, people. So some of these bedrooms are really awesome. Again, you have all this window, which really makes you feel like you're outside. But if you're that type of person that needs or likes to sleep in and you want it to be dark, it does have shade or night shades for you to sleep in and sleep comfortable. So don't be concerned with that. I get up early. I like to get up when the sun rises. So I sleep with everything open. I love, especially here, you're in the jungle, people. So at night it gets dark. So you don't really need the shades for at night. But like I said, I prefer keeping everything open. So when the sun comes up, which is when I normally get up, I'm getting up with the sun, right? Another bedroom. Here's one of the bathrooms. Now, this bathroom it's a very cool bathroom. I mean, look at the shape of it. And then it's got the rain shower head. Super, super cool. More of the bedrooms. Nope. And here's the bedroom another bedroom that has the outdoor area, right? It's got what I call the accordion doors. So stay tuned to the channel because we're going to be showing and featuring some cottages, some tiny cottages shortly. in the tiny cottages that are built by Timbercraft, this is like what I refer to as their trademark. They have these doors because what it does. So, for example, envision this just being the cottage, nothing else in the house. But the purpose of these accordion doors is to make you feel like the room is big because it expands out to the deck, but it makes you feel like you're outside, right? It makes you one with nature. And I, for one, love that. So here's the look from this side, and look at the garden. I mean, look how beautiful that is. It overlooks, again, here's the pool, right? It has two pools, but here's the pool. You come out here and you can go right here where the kitchen is. This is the window for the kitchen. There's the dining areas there. Man, it's like I mentioned, the flow of this property is amazing. Now, this is upstairs. Let me go back. This bedroom is upstairs. Has the accordion doors as well. But check out this shower. I love that. And that's the view. I mean, check this out, people. This is the only bedroom. All right, so look at this. So this is the only bedroom here that like it doesn't fit for me. It doesn't fit. I mean, it's got the wood floors. Everywhere else you don't have the wood floors. You have marble floors. I guess they did it to match the ceiling, I guess. I don't know, but this ceiling is throughout the entire house. And this one, they decided to put this wood floor. I don't know. The only part that I was like, was kind of off for me. But again, look at the glass, people. Look at the windows. Look at what you're looking at. Oh, let me go back. Okay, so this is the shower. It's got the rain shower. But again, it overlooks the jungle. It's all incorporated within nature. All right, so this is upstairs. So it also has a separate kitchen area here with its little dining area. Now, I say upstairs, but in reality, the property is built on almost like a cliff. So when you come in, you have the main floor, and then you have a bottom floor. But I don't really call the bottom floor like a basement. Some people say it's a basement because this one's actually up high. And again, just like what you're going to see with my cottages that we're going to be presenting soon, they kept nature, right? They built around the deck around this tree. And again, I love that. Why cut the tree when it actually makes it look really cool when it's part of the house? Let me go kind of quickly here. All right. So that's going to be it for this. Oh, no. Shoot. How can I say that? I've almost screwed up here, people. Let's go over what it actually costs to come here. Let me go ahead and share. Exit full screen. Let me share my screen again. Okay, so let's go over the features. I've already mentioned most of this stuff, but let's go over it again. As I mentioned, it's 6 bedrooms, 7.5 bath, sleep 16. You have ceiling fans, washer and dryer. There is a regular landline, Apple TV, cable TV. You have air conditioning in bedrooms. Say that again, air conditioning in the bedrooms only. But again, you're not going to really need it. In fact, as I mentioned with the property in Barbados, open the windows, open those sliding glass, and just natural come in is actually very nice. And one other tip, if you're like me, sometimes it's cool to, when it's raining heavy, just to sit there and relax and just listen to the rainfall. And this property, that is, for me, was an experience. I really loved that. But anyways, moving on. That's just my personal preference. You have outdoor showers, outdoor dining area, wireless internet, as I mentioned before. There's ample parking. There is a barbecue. Here's the breakdown. You know, you have bedroom one is a king bed, twin day bed. Bedroom two, king bed. Bedroom three has two queens. Four has a king bed. And then the guest house, which is the one that I showed you, that it has that also a kitchen, dining area, that has two master suites with queen bed and three bathrooms. Okay. Now, as I mentioned before, the beach details. There's a public beach, which is a 5-minute drive, and a private beach that's 20-minute hike. Now, the private beach, you have to hike to it. You cannot drive to the private beach, and there's maps in there on how to get there. Very easy. You can't get lost. The staff service, as I mentioned already, there's housekeeping daily except for Sunday, which is the same rules with all of our properties. Any property you stay at with us, you're not going to have service on Sunday. There's a private chef available. There is a additional cost to that, but there is a private chef. There's going to be, just like on all of our other properties, you'll have maintenance and groundkeepers there daily. But in this case, they won't be there on Thursday. There's a airport transportation transfer. There's also excursions that are available through our concierge. Here's some of the drives. I won't go over that. I won't bore you. But let's just go over the actual cost. Now, depending on the time you're going, the cost really varies. Now, this property has between August and November a 5-night minimum, but then from November to December, all the way to January 4th to May 30th, there's 7 nights, and then it goes back to 5. So it goes back and forth between either 7 nights or 5 nights. But it ranges from $749, again, August 31st of 2024 to November 22nd. You can stay here for $749 a night. And every other time, you're going to be a little over $1,000, with the exception of, again, Christmas and New Year's. You're going to pay more if you want to come and spend Christmas and New Year's here. And if you watch my video on top destinations for the holidays, particularly Thanksgiving, New Year's, and Christmas and New Year's, I've already mentioned that those are very peak seasons. And if you want to stay in some of these properties, I highly recommend that A, you purchase your tickets early, or flights early, and B, book your properties early, right? Because if you send me a message on some of these properties, I can work with you now. Can't work with you as it gets closer, and you can see the price. It gets fairly expensive. You know, $2,100 for New Year's and $1,900 for Christmas. But those are all the rates. Now I can say, if you like this property, if you want to stay in this property, then DM me the words luxury villas and hit subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, follow me on Instagram. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.